All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I see that you guys are from all over. So welcome to this Wellness Made Simple class. My goal is for this class to be like 30 minutes ish. So I'm excited about that. I've made some great, there's going to be some great science that I'm going to be talking about. There's lots that we're going to cover here, but if you're looking for ways to start having a little bit more of a, focusing on wellness, this is going to be the class for you. It is helpful to have pen and paper ready. You may want to take notes. Especially if this is your first time here, there's a lot that we're going to be covering. So I highly recommend taking notes. You're also welcome to use the chat feature. I'm going to be trying to keep an eye on it. Um, and I will do my best to, I probably won't answer questions in the middle of it, but there's a lot of people on here who are super knowledgeable. Um, any of you guys are welcome to answer questions, and then I can always come back at the end and answer questions as well. But my name is Lori Hayes, and I love teaching this class. So much good stuff. And so just kind of prepare you for what we're going to be talking about. I love to kind of get your mind ready for this information. So, what would your life look like if you had really great health? And you might right now, but if you are struggling in different areas, then what would it look like if you were able to get that back on track? How would it impact your work and your family and like all those things? Your relationships. I know health is really, really important. And so we're going to be talking about some cool things tonight. I always like to start with this medical disclaimer. So please take a moment to read through this. I am going to be teaching you science. Everything that I'm going to be talking about is science driven. And studies have been done on the things I'm going to be talking about. But if you have specific questions, please don't hesitate to grab this information and take it back to your physician and talk to him about it. Okay. We always want you to do that. Okay. So let's start talking about this is like a little bit of a brief assessment, and you are welcome to put whatever numbers you would like to work on. So if you deal with headaches a lot and maybe sleep is a thing for you, you can put a 2 and a 6 in the chat. But we've got number 1 is digestive issues. Number 2, headaches, pain, or inflammation. That could be all over the body. 3 is immunity. Maybe you get sick all the time. Number 4, stress and anxiety. Oh my gosh. I feel like people are so stressed out nowadays. Rightly so. There's a lot of crazy going on. And so that's a big thing for a lot of people. Energy and stamina is number 5. And then number 6 is sleep issues. And number 7 is blood sugar regulation. And I'll be honest with you, I would say for the first 56 years of my life, I'm 58. I knew nothing about blood sugar regulation. It just wasn't a thing for me. And I have learned so much about it. So we're going to be briefly talking about that as well. So yeah, just kind of make a mental note of the things. And I'm going to actually mention all of these throughout this class. Let's see. Okay. Um, okay, here we go. So I like to give a little context, okay? And and so most people function within the modern approach to medicine, okay? So although we're starting to see a shift, it's actually quite exciting. But most often symptoms are being addressed. That's kind of the more modern approach. Um, there's always side effects because they usually manage those symptoms with synthetic things. It's rare that they tell you, hey, go get this natural product. They typically don't know about natural products. They are very educated on pharmaceuticals. That's what their job is. There's always side effects. Sometimes we know them, sometimes we don't. But here's the crazy thing. $6.5 trillion are spent globally on healthcare. Of that, the United States spends nearly 4.5 trillion. So a good portion of that, I don't know what percentage that is, but it's a good portion of that. Now, here's the question that we should want to answer. Are we healthier with all the money that we've spent? And the answer is going to maybe blow you away. It blew me away. So this figure comes from the 2023 Bloomberg Global Health Index. You can Google that. There may even be a 2024 out there, but we rank only 35th as far as the healthiest country. We lag behind in life expectancy, disease prevention, and overall well-being. So even though we're very much into this modern approach, it isn't creating health. Um, and I do feel like people are opening their eyes to the fact that, hey, we need to do something differently. So the natural approach really addresses the root causes, right? Working with the body to promote healing. And this will often resolve multiple symptoms at one time. It's typically a plant-based approach, which is great because our body recognizes plants. It's God created us with exactly what we need to survive and thrive. And these natural solutions are safe. They have tons of benefits without typical side effects. It's pretty amazing. Like people should use that more. So, so what is foundational wellness? And so really in order for you to have this foundational wellness, really your organs have got to be functioning optimally. I did not understand that for many, many, many years. But as we age, we need, and honestly, even young people, we'll talk about this too, but we need vitamins, minerals, probiotics, enzymes, all of those to help support our organs. When our organs are functioning well, our body is functioning well. And that's going to always support healing in the body. And so that we refer to this as foundational wellness. So if you look at that pyramid, you'll notice that you want to focus on the bottom of the pyramid, right? So you're going to see nutrition and digestion, and then movement and metabolism. Those are the primary areas. And that metabolism, that blood sugar regulation goes right in line with that. So there are lots of reasons that your body may not be functioning optimally. Now, we're going to explore a few of those today, but if you reference some issues in the very beginning when I had read those off 1 through 6, then that is really your body letting you know that your organs need more support. That's really all it's doing. So, doTERRA works closely with doctors and scientists. We employ a lot of doctors and scientists. And in working with them, it was discovered that by focusing on proper nutrition and organ support, that 70% of these doctors' patients, their health issues cleared up with just focusing on those two areas, which is pretty incredible. The other 30% were more easily treated since their foundation of health was being addressed. So this is really an important thing. Okay, so what creates disease in the body? You've got nutrient deficiency, and honestly, it's nutrient deficiency that creates inflammation, by the way. And then you have toxic overload, and when your body is you know, filled like, you're using all the things, you're cleaning and you're eating things that have, maybe it's processed foods and there's chemicals in those. Oh my gosh, the chemicals that are in food nowadays is so crazy. Um, you know, Little bits here and there don't seem like a lot, but when you add it all together, when you go through the course of a day, it's pretty overwhelming. And so you've got toxic overload, and that also creates inflammation. Inflammation is caused typically by something. Now, we all have a little bit of inflammation, just, being human and going throughout our day, but really nutrient deficiency and toxic overload play key parts in this. So we're going to be talking about like how to supplement. We're going to be talking specifically about nutrient deficiency in this particular class. If you follow along on our classes, we are always offering different classes on Thursday nights, and we have done toxic overload a couple of times. So be sure to kind of watch for the classes that we're teaching because you can learn a lot for sure. Now, when you're starting to look at supplements, I do want to give you these two tips. Number one, you want to ask yourself, like, is it bioavailable? I knew nothing about this personally for so many years. So this refers to how much of the supplement is available for your body to actually use. Most supplements are filled with synthetics and fillers, really ingredients that your body can't use, and oftentimes your body can't break down. And so the average supplement on the market is about 20 to 40% bioavailable, meaning that's about all you use of that supplement. Okay. When a supplement isn't absorbed, it simply just passes through your body. Sometimes, and you're going to just discard it one way or the other, whether, it's in your urine or you poop them out. Now, if you've ever Googled this, it's kind of gross, but wastewater treatment plants have like this abundance of undissolved pills in it. It's so gross. But so most people are taking these supplements and their body isn't actually using them. Now, bioretention refers to the amount of time that the supplement stays in your system. And I didn't even realize that supplements were supposed to stay in your system for a long time period. But that most don't, by the way. That's why this is never talked about. However, there are supplements that stay in your system a long time, and there's tremendous benefit to that. So, the very first step in that we're going to talk about as far as, you know, building a strong foundation of health is our VMG plus, which stands for vitamins, minerals, greens, plus a whole lot of other things. And you can see kind of the highlights of VMG there on the slide. Um, but I will tell you, we are very much an essential oil company. But as you can see, we are really dedicated to foundational health, and that is going to include supplements, which have always been our top selling. It's amazing. If you've ever used our Lifelong Vitality Pack, another fabulous product, um, a top selling product as well. So a lot of people use that, and you could certainly use the Lifelong Vitality Pack for this. I will say for a lot of people, myself included, I love being able to drink my vitamins, minerals, and greens rather than taking a bunch of pills. So for me, this is makes it super easy. But lots of benefits to this. And you can kind of see there. Oh, I have to admit, people. Sorry, you guys. You can kind of see there on the slide all the benefits. And if you're watching your glucose levels, you'll be happy to know this doesn't spike your glucose. It also tastes really good. I was shocked. Okay, I've had other greens before. I've tried so many different things. I have a very picky palate and I like this. So I encourage you, if you have not tried it, maybe ask your wellness advocate for a sample because it's worth it. So let's talk about this bioavailability. Okay. Um, our supplement uses liposomal technology. And so liposomal technology makes our VMG different from anything else on the market. It's going to be different from anything else you can find, including AG1, by the way, which I find so many people take. It doesn't even taste good. But to put it simply, you get so much more of the vitamins in the VMG because of the liposomal. And it's not just regular liposomal technology, it is essential oil powered. They did a study and they used liposomal technology to deliver, and then they used essential oil powered liposomal technology. And the results were staggering at how much better absorption there was when essential oils were part of that liposomal technology. It was really incredible. And so, what you're going to see is that a lot of times when you look at supplements, you're going to see another supplement maybe has, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, for example. I don't even know if that's an accurate amount, so don't quote me on that. But this is just an example. 1,000 milligrams. Well, when we know that the average supplement maybe is between 20 or 40% absorbed, maybe it's a really good supplement and it's up in the 60% absorption. You're not getting that full 1,000 milligrams. With these, with VMG and the liposomal technology, we don't even have to put 1,000 milligrams in there because you're absorbing so much more of it. So it's a pretty incredible feature that our supplements have. Something that you should really pay attention to. Makes us stand out in the marketplace for sure. All right. So the question is with this, what benefits are you going to see? Because that's what I always want to know. I don't know about you, but this supports healthy gut. Obviously, your immune system, it's excellent for energy. It supports your liver, your brain, your hormones. Preliminary studies show that VMG Plus reduced biological age. So that's like your internal organ age by nearly 2 years after just 6 weeks of daily use of this, which is pretty amazing. So to be able to reduce the age of your organs on the inside, like that is incredible. And there's more studies being done. We actually have convention this month. I am going to do a little plug for our convention. You can actually purchase a ticket to watch it online. And if you want to hear from the scientists and the doctors and learn the technology, I encourage you to buy a ticket to our convention. I don't have a code here. If you want that, like message me or something to buy it, but you can probably Google doTERRA Convention 2025. But it is worth every penny to learn about these supplements and why and how they work so dang well. But these support all of your organs. They're a easy, simple way to do something daily that is an incredible thing for your foundational health. Like I said, it's designed to support the five major organs of the body so that your body can focus on healing. So if you have any testimonies about this particular product, please share. Okay, so step two is the omega fatty acids. I learned so much about this. I think it was last year at convention. This is an incredible product as well. So when you look at your daily omegas, let's think about this. 25% of US deaths are from heart disease. 25%. Okay. 90% of heart health issues can be changed with lifestyle changes, including adding omega 3s. Omega 3s, it's specific to that, okay, to your daily routine. So these have got over 2,000 milligrams of fish oil that contain 900 milligrams of fatty acids. Um, to get your required amount of omega 3 fatty acids, you would need to eat 2 cans of tuna daily. Now, first of all, that 2 cans of tuna is probably covered in um, heavy metals, mercury and things like that. But I don't know about you, but I certainly don't want to eat 2 cans of tuna a day. This is a much simpler way to take care of that. Omegas are good for every part of your body. Our cells, the cell wall is a fatty acid. And so this helps every cell in your body. Um, E omega plus has been clinically proven to decrease diastolic blood pressure. It also helps decrease your resting heart rate, all of which is very, very good for you. It also supports a healthy brain, nervous system, cognitive performance, memory, mental clarity, eyes, including vision and retinal function. Also helps your skin, hair, nails, digestion, your immune system, respiratory system, hormones, cholesterol, helps reduce cholesterol, overall longevity. Honestly, this is like an amazing thing. And not all fish oils are the same. So make sure that you pay attention to that. If your fish oil that you are taking is not doTERRA's and it smells fishy or it tastes fishy, then it's probably oxidized and that is not good for you. So you're going to notice when you take this, it does not really smell or taste fishy. It's pretty amazing. I've actually popped those capsules in my mouth and I hate fish and it does not taste fishy. So pretty incredible product there. Step three to support your foundational health is using a probiotic. And PB Restore Probiome Complex is another incredible product. So it actually creates the perfect environment for the good bacteria to thrive. And it includes pre, pro, and postbiotic for total balance. Now, what does this mean for you? So it helps with bloating. I don't know what age you are, but I'm in my late 50s and bloating became an issue for me a couple years ago, and this has been so helpful. Helps with better digestion, just helps support a good immune system. And I do see um, that you may have an immune disease and not to use any kind of immune boosters. It's not really an immune booster. It just supports your body's own like its own immune system. That's all it is. Instead of, what often happens is we have so many toxins that are hitting our body. We're eating things that kill off. Anytime you eat processed food, you're damaging your microbiome in your gut. And all that does is makes your body work that much harder to stay well. So in this case, you're just giving your body the healthy bacteria that it needs in order to stay healthy, and be able to do its job. Here's the thing. When we launched this product a couple years ago, the top testimonies were about better mood and clearer thinking. I was blown away because I really never thought that what was happening in the gut could affect your mood, but it absolutely does. 95% of our serotonin, which is the feel good chemical, is produced in the gut, but your gut has to be running optimally for that to occur. So many of the testimonies are like, oh my gosh, my mood is better. I feel less anxious. It's pretty incredible. So, especially if you deal with um stress in your life, this could be very helpful because it helps lower cortisol levels that are due to stress. So, lots of benefit from this product as well. So, we really wanted to give you like sustainable solutions. And when I hear the word sustainable, it means something that I don't mind doing. I don't know about you guys, but if it takes a lot of effort, I am probably not going to be super consistent. Y'all, this is like a less than 2 minutes of your day mixing this up and taking this. Like it is so, so easy. Um, and that's why it's so many people reorder it. But there's a lot of benefits from this. I mean, we talked about so many: better digestion, more energy, clearer thinking, better sleep. I didn't mention that. But when you are supporting your organs well, you are going to get better sleep. I don't know if you've ever seen like the Chinese meridian thing, but if you wake up at, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning, I think that's your liver, that's saying, I need some attention. If you wake up at the same time every single night, that is your organs saying, I need some attention. And so, what you'll notice as you start using these products on a repetitive basis every single day, really consistently, after like 4 to 8 to 12 weeks, you're going to start seeing shifts in your sleep patterns as well. It's pretty amazing. So let's talk about like the options that you have. So if you can just get VMG Plus, that is fabulous. Okay. Like I highly encourage you. That is the base, right? That's the base. I actually include this product in my grocery budget because let's be honest, the food we eat today is not as nutrient dense as the food that we were given 30 years ago, which is why so many people are having, well, one of the reasons why so many people are having so many issues with their health because they haven't been getting the nutrients. So that is a wonderful place to start. Now, when you add and create a bundle, you add the E omegas to it the very first time you order this, you are going to be sent that really nice glass bottle. I love to use that. It's a little shaker bottle. It's exactly what I make mine in every morning, and a bottle of peppermint essential oil. Some people like adding peppermint essential oil to it. I personally don't. But you guys, peppermint has so many uses. It's great for focus. It's great for, I love to diffuse it. You can use it for digestive support. So many excellent uses, but that is going to get you started on also using essential oils. We are an essential oils company and we want you to be familiar with them. We do tons and tons of education around essential oils. So I promise you, you are going to know how to use that peppermint. All right, so those are the first two ways. And then this is really the ultimate bundle, okay? This is where you're adding the PB Restore into it as well. Now, with this, you're also going to get, oh, I think you got, like, yeah, you got free shipping on that Better bundle as well. You're going to get free shipping the very first time you order this. You're also going to get the peppermint and the glass jar. And this is the one that's going to support your gut. Um, oh, I like to add ginger. Yeah, I love that. And I see that you like to add lemon, lime, and Advantage. Oh, that sounds amazing too. I add Advantage to mine too. We're not talking about MetaPower Advantage tonight, but I mix the VMG and Advantage as well. That's what I do every single day. But you get free shipping on this one as well. Now, for this is for brand new customers, okay? So you're brand spanking new, you order a bundle, you get the free glass and the peppermint because you've ordered a bundle, right? My suggestion is go ahead when you place that very first order, and your wellness advocate can help you with this. Go ahead and place your second month's order for that same bundle. You guys, look, you can give it a try for 30 days. There's a 30-day money back guarantee on it. But I highly recommend to my customers, please give it 90 days. Okay. It took years for your body to get in the condition it's in for some people. Some people just have not really paid attention to their health. I mean, it's okay. Like it's just a thing, but it took a lot of years to get that way. Please give this 90 days of consistent use for you to really see the difference. Now, when you are a brand new customer and you go ahead and set up that second order using our rewards program for that next month's bundle, doTERRA is going to send you a free gift. And it's just like samples of other things that are amazing in our product line. Okay. So I like to take advantage of free stuff. So I'm a big proponent of that. Now, you remember I said we are an essential oil company. So we want you to use essential oils. Y'all, this is the most amazing thing. When they announced this last year, I was like, that can't be for real. It's for real. So you're going to get so many free products when you order those bundles. So for every month that you order one of the bundles using our rewards program, you will automatically receive the product of the month totally for free. So each month it's a different oil. This month is On Guard. So everybody who orders a bundle, and by the way, when you place your very first order, and if you go ahead and set up that second month reward order, you'll also get On Guard in your order as well. So you get peppermint and you'll get On Guard. On Guard is like our staple oil. Like it's pretty amazing. It just helps your body function optimally. And I can't imagine being without that oil. But each month you get a different oil. So by the end of the year, you will have all of them. So you guys, by the time you get all of these free oils, plus you're using our rewards program, and you're going to get between 10 and 30% back over the course of a year, you're going to get by the end of a single year, just by purchasing items that are so good for your health, you're going to get over $500 in free products during the year. And those free product points that you're going to earn, you can use them on just about anything. Like it can help you try our skincare, maybe our cleaning products to reduce the toxic load in your family. Um, oh my gosh, so much more. You get to try a lot of those things for free. I use my points I get all of my cleaning stuff, my On Guard laundry detergent, my hand soap, my hand sanitizers. Like I get all of that stuff for free using my points. You can do the same thing. Okay, so there are some perks of opening a customer account. So you do get wholesale pricing for the year. By the way, it's free to do this. We used to charge $35 for this, but we no longer do that, which is very exciting. You get wholesale pricing for the year. You get access to that rewards program where you earn all those free products back. You get, we have VIP education groups. There's all kinds of support. And if you fall in love with the product, you can actually, we give you like a little link that you can share. And if your friend's like, I want some of that too, you can send them your link and earn more products. So it's pretty amazing. Lots of perks. So here are my final tips for success for you. Please make sure to go back to your wellness advocate and let them know, if you have any questions. But also, you know, like if you're have a hard time deciding, like you're not really sure what you want to get, ask your wellness advocate questions. We love to answer questions. So often people say, well, I didn't want to bother you. It's not a bother. Also, remember that tip. Immediately during your first order, if you're a brand new customer, set up your second month order. And then you're going to get the free glass bottle and then you're going to get the sample pack. I love free products. So do that. And you'll get the On Guard and you'll get the peppermint as well. Um, but also consider the possibility if you fall in love, like let's say you hit that 90 days and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to tell other people about this. Consider the making an extra income or at least creating an income stream that will help you pay for your products. So many people do that, but you can definitely create additional income. And you can, like I said, you could do it to pay for your product. You could do it to supplement your the bills every single month. There's lots that you can do. We would love to welcome you into our family as a customer, but we would also love to welcome you as a wellness advocate. So if you think that this would be something that you would really enjoy doing, like this PowerPoint is available to you for you to share either in person, you could share it online. We have so many resources to make it super simple for you. You do not have to recreate the wheel. We have done so much of that for you. We would love to welcome you into our doTERRA family. All right, you guys. Well, that is our class. I went a little over 30 minutes, but that's okay. Um, Thank you for joining in. Like I said, there's a thousand other things you could have been doing, and you joined in on here tonight. So I thank you for that. I hope that y'all have a really wonderful evening, and thank you for joining in. Bye, you guys.